Okay, we'll put the final touches on this beautiful painting of 116 Julian. I got a short checklist here that we got to get through. And first of all, I'm going to start by making this orange sky, blue sky right here. So I'll put together some, let's see. Let's get some cool blue in there, some phthalo blue. And some titanium white. Let's make that nice. Look good, and that'll look right, proper, right next to this orange roof in here. Push it right up into the trees. Alright, got it there. Got a little touch in on the roof there. Let's see, I think I'll put a little dab of it on the other side of this tree here. And then I want to put some down in here. This little sky hole here. There we go. Nice, nice. And a little more on the other side of this tree right here. Okay, that's nice. And I got a little sky hole here that needs to be taken care of. Push that up in there. Alright. Okay, now let's see what else is on the list. So I need to darken this tree trunk up here in the top. This tree trunk is nice because it darkens up underneath the foliage up there, but this little tree trunk isn't quite dark enough yet. So I'll add some ultramarine blue, some burnt sienna, and some yellow ochre. Let's see what we got here. Not dark enough. Some more ultramarine blue in there. More burnt sienna. So, yeah, it's a lot darker here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that looks much better. Alright, we'll pull this on down to here. So, the light's coming from this direction. So I don't put too much in there. Let's get the other side of this tree in here. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Okay. And right now, what else we got here? Fix palm number 2 at the bottom. Yeah, we need to fix this guy. This, I think this frond ended up coming over here, but it's not quite working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, okay, the bulb of this palm is over a little bit too much to the right, and so I'm going to take the trunk and push it over there, and then take the sky, push out the other part of it. So let's see. Mix up some more orange for the sky. See, this might be a little bit. That looks good. Alright, we'll push that back there nicely. I'll put a little more of this pink kind of coral color back down in here. A little bit of it on the other side of the palm trunk where it's going to be. Okay. Gets in there nicely. And let's see, almost there for the palm trunk. Since it's further back, we're going to get a little bit, we're going to make it a little bit darker. Okay, let's see if that's resolved that guy. Oh yeah, it's much more credible. However, just noticed something when I step back. I'm going to have to put a little bit more, mix a little bit more of the coral up. And needs a sky hole here for this palm frond coming through. And yeah, this one might be a little too thick. It was a windy day when I was out there, for sure. It has been windy all summer, which is good for us people that love to play in the wind sports. Okay, so I got some mangoes here, and I realized the other day, I was just thinking about this painting, I realized that the mangoes that I have up there are, I got the orange ones, but you know, in a mango tree, you get a lot of green ones too. By the way, I tasted these mangoes. My goodness, found one on the ground over here. It was just insane. So delicious. And yeah, I know they made a warning that you don't eat the fruit on bays, but you know, I've always done it. I used to live on Travis Avenue back in the day when there was such a thing as Travis Avenue. There's no Travis Avenue anymore. But, I'm going to add a little bit darker, just a darker red onto these other mangoes that I put in here. Yeah, okay, nice. Alright, now into this vanilla palm here. Needs some work. And I'm going to start out with that negative space that's around it. And, kind of shape that negative space there. Give it some more room to be itself, if you will. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, let's see. I think we might be at the point where we need to just say good to go. But I want one new frond up at the top here. So let's see if we get one new frond just up in here. Just like that. And then I want some red beetle nut kind of berries up in there. And we'll put those over here. Just like that. And then I'm going to go lighter. Some highlights on the ones in front. There we go. That kind of matches this octopus tree. The octopus tree doesn't have a lot of highlights on the red, so it goes on there now. Nice, nice. Okay, what do we got next? Let's see, got that. Refine the grass at the trunks. Okay, so yeah, I gotta refine the grass over here in the trunks. What I need to do is this occlusional shadow, I call it, underneath there. It needs to be brought out a bit with some warm green, but I want it cooler than what's there. I want it definitely lighter, like a transition sort of thing. But not too light. Right in the middle. Let's see how this works. too light. Darken it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. It's much better. Transition. This one going. Nice shape there. Some of this green down in this shadow down here too. Transition of that. It's darker shadow. A little bit. Love the shape of it. Alright, let's see. Looks, yeah, stepping back, it looks much more natural for the trees to come in like that. Okay. So let's see. I have to complete this road here. I'm going to hold off on that one a little bit. Oh, okay. So one of the things that Shanna says that the screen doors were always open. So gotta, the only way to show that the door, well, the screen door is not open. The screen door is closed, I think. But inside you would see glimmers of light. I've already got them through this one. But let's put some glimmers of light through this one too. So we can kind of, so it looks like it's maybe somebody in there. I'm not sure. But we know it's not screening completely. And then Shannon also took a picture of the curtains being open. And one of these doorways, but the curtains open this one, but the tree's over it. So I'm gonna open up the tree. I'm gonna open up the curtains in this one. Let's just put them up. We got the curtains open. We got the line right through there. And check how it works. Yeah, so that was good. So, let you know that the painting is supposed to be 8 feet away. And then when you come up on it, you can see all of the expressionist movement and all of the brushwork that goes into it. All right. So, right in the door. Let's see. Okay. So, oh, by the way, none of this exists anymore. They all took it all out, especially the bicycles, of course. You guys took those out. But the planters are gone. All the bushes are gone. They just wiped it all out. So that's all I had to work with. But Shannon took these awesome pictures, which enabled me to look back and see what it was like when you guys lived there. So, and one of the things that I noticed was the little 116 sign right here, the address marker sign that was in there. I'm not going to put 116 there because it'd be too tiny for me to put in there, but I can put the marker in there, and I think that's important. That'll go right there very nicely. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Shanna, for that great pictures. And then, yeah, we do need some contour lines on top of these flower boxes, and that'll bring those out. I know these were put up there with loving care, for sure. You could tell with the picture, photo. Yeah, I usually don't ever work from photos, but I tell you what, Shanna's providing these photos added significant life to this painting. It just shows the life that went into this home while you guys were living it, for sure. Lots and lots of activity. Okay, well, got a few more things, a couple things to do. Maybe put some leaves up here, clean up some of this around the edges. You know, that stuff on the outside, but that's about it for right now. And so I hope you guys enjoy your painting. I enjoyed painting it. Aloha.